we have quite a crowd around us, and it's not because of you, Warren Sapp. I hate to tell you.
Oh,
it's definitely not because of you.
You just crushed me, Rich.
I know it's usually all about you, Warren,
Thank
but
you.
in this segment it is clearly not, because look who's joining us right here on NFL Network Side Set. It's the ladies, Queen Latifah, Carrie Underwood. Good to see you, ladies.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Queen, how about Ocho asking you a question at the end there? Out of the blue, Ocho Cinco coming up and asking you a question.
I'm not surprised. He's that tricky kind of guy who will do things like that.
He snuck in.
He slipped in. How do you get a press pass?
We do pass our credentials, and he's a good guy, and he has his own network now, so we're going to let him see what he can do.
The OCNN, right?
The OCNN.
Ocho Cinco News Network. And you got a pants on the ground question,
I did.
Carrie.
Wow.
I was very excited and honored to get to answer that.
That was an excellent answer that you gave to that question.
Yeah, it's very, I mean, that's going to be on Trivial Pursuit kind of stuff, you know, so I was glad to get to talk about that.
You nailed
the important stuff.
You nailed it. You nailed it, as you have your entire career. Did you think when you started auditioning for American Idol that it would turn out this way? And certainly you've got quite a gig on Super Sunday with the national anthem, Carrie.
Yeah, whenever I tried out, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. Did I think I had a chance? No. So it was just kind of, I'm about to graduate and I have no clue what I'm going to do. Actually, I was going into broadcast journalism, so.
Were you really? You were going to, whose job were you?
Very nice.
Really? Whose job were you going to take? Were you going to take, you would go after my job, would you?
Probably not in the sports world.
Okay.
I can hang, I feel, if I'm in a group.
Okay.
But
in a group.
Can I talk about sports by myself? Probably not.
Okay.
I was looking more for news type stuff.
News. So action news team with
like,
Carrie Underwood.
But I like the warm fuzzy stories too, where you go out and like weather girl.
Weather?
That's warm and fuzzy.
Here's the weather. Here's the 5-day forecast with Carrie Underwood.
There you go.
We could do that.
Sounds nice.
And you broadcast journalism, you were thinking about that too, Queen?
Yeah, I was like, I can be an anchor in New York unless I figure out what I want to major in. I just had no idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Requires
sure.
school to do this?
Mass comm's one of those blanket majors where you can do a lot
Got a question
of
for
stuff
you,
in there.
Queen. We all know the national anthem, but did you have to look up the words for America the Beautiful, or when did you learn it?
No. It's so short. The words are literally like, 6 lines.
I had never even looked.
It's so short.
If it wasn't a Yankee game with my man, the America's talent blowing,
yeah, I'm thinking about Ray Charles. America. I'm like, okay, I can't Ray Charles the joint. I'm going to have to Queen Latifah it a little bit.
You got your own soul, don't worry.
He said it all. He said it all, but I'm going to have to morph it into my situation right quick. But,
I mean, we all know the words to the national anthem. Carl Lewis, not so much.
Carl don't.
Back in the day.
You don't want to know nothing about
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I know, but many people say it's the toughest song to sing. Would you agree with that assessment?
I think it's the toughest because it's the one you don't want to mess up. So no matter what happens, if you screw up the national anthem,
which you're not going to do.
I'm saying, sweetheart, that's the third time you said that. You got to let that go. You got to let those bad thoughts go.
they're already
It's such
in
a
there.
range on that song too,
Yeah.
though. Like it's the and then you got to know the end of that song. Because if you start too high, oh snap, it's a wrap.
What gets me too is the flyover too.
Yeah.
I told
that's
her,
the
I
best
was
part.
like, yo, the best part of this thing, because luckily I've been there before, I was like, man, when the Blue Angels fly over you, she's like, oh.
That part scares me.
Don't make too much noise. I'm going to need you
That's the good part. You won't even know it. They'll be gone by the time you hear it.
Yeah, it's going to come and go so fast, but it's going to be so
It's
exciting.
It's a goosebump moment.
It is a goosebump moment. You're singing
And
the
by
national
the end,
anthem, and
everybody's
like,
cheering so loud anyway.
Oh, we ready to yell brave and get the game on.
Yeah.
As lovely as you going to be singing,
Thank you.
we're ready for this thing to get going.
Shut up. Let's go.
And then you guys are sticking for the game, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
Sticking
I
for the
gotta watch this game.
And I heard you say 51% of you, because you can't take sides. I mean, because everybody buys records. You know what I mean? So,
right. Well, neither one of these teams. I would if it were like my team.
I told you.
Right.
But neither one of these teams are my team. I think it's going to be an amazing game. I think there's obviously.
And your team is?
Well.
No, you can't be on the fence. We don't allow you on the fence. Who's your team?
Just say the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah.
That's your team.
Oh, Ottawa.
Yeah.
The Ottawa Senators are your team. But because you really, again, you can't take sides for something like this.
Sure you can.
But I thought you were going to say 51% because of what New Orleans has gone through and what people.
No, it's just because Sean Payton came to it. No,
keep it simple.
No, but that's true.
That's my team.
Because everybody's been talking about that.
I think people hearts will really be wanting Saints to win.
Yeah.
People want the Saints, but when you look at Peyton Manning and how this guy can get on the line and never have to get into a huddle, and he's like, rah, 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 "Rah!" You know, he's just like screaming
what
on
he
the line.
says,
And he
too.
just, I don't know what he's saying, but I mean, all the noise in that stadium, you can still hear his voice. Even though he has a mic, you can't hear everybody else. He's like, we're going to do this. Now move over here. Over there. Hi, ho, hi. It's exciting. It's so exciting.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
That is wonderful
Feel me
right
out.
there.
It's
That
great.
is really wonderful.
You're going after my job now.
No,
That's
I'm
the
good.
way
I'm
I
good.
feel.
Just bring me in as a guest host every once in a while.
I love it.
Okay, I gotta
Women
ask.
love football, too.
You two write and sing some of the most beautiful songs. Do you have a favorite?
A favorite song
Yeah,
I've
well,
ever
maybe not your own, maybe
Oh, okay.
somebody else.
Oh, come on. It'd be like, what's your favorite star in the sky
The
up
North
there?
Star.
Your favorite one.
You just gave an answer.
Between the
Terrible
Sheets by
one.
the Isley Brothers.
Oh, Dad.
That's a
She
good
gave
one.
one. She did it.
Do you have one?
I'm going
Or-
to change that in
there.
like
Pants
3
on the
seconds.
ground.
Pants on the ground.
Hey,
There you go.
on the
Oh,
ground.
Warren, don't go away. All right, that's it for Warren Sapp. Ladies, thanks for coming on here.
Actually, your pants look pretty good, Warren. I'm proud of you. I've seen your
Very
pants on the
nice
ground
pants.
before.
Well, it's 'cause
You're doing good.
It's too early in the day.
Whoa.
Rick,
Catch
let's
them
check
later
out the
on.
pants. They good? They up?
Mine.
Everything's
Oh, yeah.
okay.
I'm right.
Guys
right
both
now.
look
I
very
think
dapper.
I am. Thank you very much.
Dapper.
I
Kill
just know
that
I was going to be
song.
around you.
So
beautiful
Just know if
ladies.
you ever need the political
You asked.
and cerebral
Kill that
version of
song.
Pants on the Ground.
It's right here.
I got it.
Well,
There's
it's
a
good to
girl.
see
I'll
you.
countrify it. Thank
Hey,
you.
listen, ladies, thanks so much for coming on the program.
you.
It's great to see you, Queen.
Thank you.
Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood, Queen Latifah, the two ladies that are going to kick things off
Who's your
on
team?
Super Sunday.